Hey Cancer, welcome to your love reading for July 2020. We're going to connect here and see what is going on for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising in the month ahead. We do have a new moon in Cancer coming up towards the end of the month on the 20th. I guess mid to end of the month. So it could be a powerful time for manifesting for a lot of you Cancers, because the new moon's great for manifesting. But we're going to connect here and see what is coming up for you guys and how the energies may be affecting Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising around love and romance. All right, so let's see what's going on for love and romance for Cancer. And we're going to see what is happening, my dears. All right. So we have Page of Wands coming up here. Now, Page of Wands can mean a few different things. And because these are general readings, don't forget, the cards are going to apply in different ways for different ones of you, depending on your situation, your scenario, and where you are on your journey. Okay, so I'm going to try to cover the different ways that this could apply in different situations. First and foremost, the Page of Wands could indicate, traditionally when we look at tarot, it could indicate some of you are dealing with a younger fire sign, and or that there may be a younger fire sign coming your way. Sometimes the person is not necessarily younger in age. They may just be more adventurous or more youthful, or they may have a very playful kind of personality. But for me, in my readings, Page of Wands, a lot of the times it's like this second adolescence. It's like you're kind of getting your fire back. You're wanting to get out there. You're wanting a sense of adventure and exploration. And so it's kind of, it can be for me like a really intense crush, you know, in a love reading or love situation. If you are in a relationship, this could indicate maybe taking steps towards getting that fire back, right? Like getting those butterflies again, getting that chemistry. But when I see Page of Wands, it's there's a confidence that comes with it, right? So some of you Cancers, maybe love is something that's been on the back burner for you for quite some time, but you may be getting this confidence and you may be getting this desire to just kind of go out there and see what's out there. Overall, regardless of your situation, whether you're in a relationship or whether you're going to be dealing with a fire sign or not, the main common energy that I'm feeling in this card for the majority of you Cancers is I feel like you're going for what you want out of love or out of a relationship without fear. Okay, because for me, that's one of the meanings of the Page of Wands. It's someone that still has a sense of optimism and excitement, and they're just kind of going to go for it. They're going to go for their dreams, or they're going to go for what they want, and they don't really stop to think about, you know, oh my gosh, what if I fail? Or oh my gosh, what if I get turned down? Page of Wands doesn't care about that. Page of Wands has this attitude that I'm going to go for it, and if it doesn't pan out, or if it's not what I wanted, well, then I'm going to go for the next thing. There's just this confidence, there's this kind of go with it kind of energy with the Page of Wands. So I feel a lot of you Cancers are letting go of any like expectations from other people. You're just kind of like, you know, if you're into it, cool. If you're not, well then okay, I'll go on to the next one. Like you guys just have this feeling of like you're not shaken by it. I feel, and I want to say a big congratulations for those of you that this applies to, and I think it's the majority of you, to be honest. I feel like the majority of you Cancers are in this energy where maybe in the past you kind of really looked to other people, friends, family, romantic relationships to validate you, right? Like you kind of needed that to prove yourself to yourself, or to feel validated, or to feel worthy. A lot of you are breaking out of that nonsense. Like you're like, nope, I know my worth. And if you see it, good for you. If you don't, well then I feel sorry for you because you're missing out. Like I feel like that's the attitude you guys are having moving forward with relationships. And so as a result, Don't be surprised, Cancer, if you're in a relationship and your partner starts kind of, initiating more towards you or noticing you more, or getting that spark back towards you, because there's something very sexy about that. And if you're single, don't be surprised if a lot of people start paying attention to you or trying to talk to you, because there's something about this energy that, something about this confidence that pulls people in. And that's what I feel like you're doing. Your next card here, my dears. Ooh, see, I told you. I told you guys, is the Fool. Very exciting. All right. So the Fool is a major arcana card. And so when the major arcana cards come up, my darlings, it's letting us know that you're coming into a new chapter or new phase. So your love life is coming into a new chapter. It's coming into a new phase for a lot of you Cancers. Now, because we're reading around love life, and we have this major arcana card coming up, for me in love readings, this can indicate that there is a significant soulmate coming in. Okay, for me, if I'm doing a love reading between two people and I have major arcana cards coming up, depending on what the major arcana cards are, but when I have at least one come up at the foundation, like in the beginning or towards the beginning of the reading, it tells me that you guys have this soulmate connection that you've met for a specific reason. Not all readers read this way, okay? Because readers are going to read with their angels and their guides, and everybody's angels and guides communicate in a different way. But when my guides show me the major arcana card between two people, my guides are saying that they have a past life connection and they have a contract. They made an agreement. These people made an agreement that when they came into this lifetime, they were going to meet each other for a specific reason. Okay? So the fact that the Fool card is coming up as your contract or as your reason for having met, this means that there's this person in your life that is enticing you to go in a new direction. It's kind of like, it could be someone that you typically would not have seen yourself with. Especially if some of you are dealing with like a younger person or like a fire sign. Maybe you were like, oh my gosh, I would never be with anybody younger than me. Or oh my gosh, I'm so not compatible with fire signs. Or maybe some of you had thoughts like that. Maybe it has nothing to do with age or zodiac. It could be that you guys just come from two completely different worlds, whether it is cultures or religions or ethnicities or race or upbringing, whatever it might be. This might be someone that other people might look at you guys and not really suspect that you would be together. But there's this mutual pull, like just both of you feel very at home with one another or feel very called towards one another. And so I kind of feel, Cancer, like this is going to be different for different ones of you, okay? So I don't want what I'm about to say to make you feel like if you're with somebody that this is not your person. I'm just saying for a lot of people this could be the case. Sometimes when the Fool card comes up as a contract between two people, this is someone who's like a significant soulmate that's coming in to give you the courage to take a leap in a new direction, right? So maybe this relationship is giving you the courage to move, or it's giving you the courage to leave something that's been toxic, or it's giving you the courage to let go of certain traditions or customs that don't resonate with you anymore. Okay, so this could be like a transitional soulmate for some of you. Okay, some of you are with your person or you're going to meet your person, so don't let me saying that discourage you. But if some of you kind of have like this feeling where you're like, I really don't know how far this can go, but just something is telling me to give this relationship a try, then it's a situation where you guys are helping each other have the courage to make changes in your life that maybe you don't have the courage to do by yourself. Okay? Your next card here, Cancer, is, ooh, King of Swords. So this could be an air sign person. Air sign is going to be Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. However, my dear Cancers, I feel a very different energy from this king for you guys, and it's positive, it's good. I know he looks kind of mad or like, uh-oh, trouble, but I don't get like an angry or troubled vibe. I get concern. I get somebody who is concerned, somebody who is worried, and wants to fix the situation. They want to come up with a resolution, right? Like, see how he's holding the sword? He's not holding it like he's ready to fight or ready to battle. Like maybe he was thinking about it, but like now he's lowering that sword. Like he's lowering it and he's like ready to listen. He's ready to like hear you out. So I feel when I talked about that Fool card, this new chapter in your love life coming in a new direction, I feel this card is clarifying for us a lot of the things that are going to be coming up in the chapter for your love life. So I feel like what's happening, I think that a lot of you Cancers have been in situations in your life where it hasn't really been safe for you to speak up about your feelings. Like maybe your family or in other relationships, anytime you try to speak up and say what was bothering you or that you didn't like something, it was like thrown back at you like, oh, look at you, you're always so negative. Why are you always so negative? Why are you always so sensitive? Complain, complain, complain. Like they were rude to you about it. So then it became like, okay, well, let me not say anything because I don't want people to think that I'm negative or I'm complaining or I'm too sensitive. And you would keep it inside, keep it inside, keep it inside until you couldn't take it anymore. And there would be a lot of fights, right? So it was either suffer in silence and be miserable and try to be the one bending over backwards all the time, or you kind of go off and then they're like, oh, look at you, you're in a bad mood, right? So I feel that with this Fool card, this person is either this person in your life is turning around for those of you in an existing relationship, or those of you where there's somebody coming in. The person coming in is helping you have a sense of safety to speak up, to say what you feel, and to be able to come to agreements and solutions together, to be able to find pleasant compromises or solutions that are like a win-win kind of situation or a win-win kind of scenario. Okay? I also feel with this King of Swords, Cancer, for those of you that you've felt very challenged in finding the right person, because you have had a hard time finding people that you can talk to. Like it's been hard to find people that you can talk to them, or I'm gonna say this and I'm not putting anybody down. I'm not, I don't know the people in your life. I'm not trying to insult anybody. But I feel some of you Cancers are feeling very frustrated because you feel like it's been hard to find people at your level of intelligence. That, maybe they're good people or they might be a good catch, but you like want that mental stimulation. You want that mental connection. Even though I know you guys are a water sign, that doesn't mean that a water sign person can't be into philosophy or can't be into deep subjects or can't be thinking about awakening and, spirituality or like whatever it might be, or like scientific things even. So I feel like a lot of you are manifesting. We talked about that new moon. I feel like a lot of you are manifesting someone that you can actually have a meaningful conversation with. And you guys have been starving for this, right? And so I think a lot of you are having this person come in, or you're figuring out how to have you know, fulfilling conversations with an existing partner, right? Like you're learning how to come at it with a new approach, a different approach, and you know, being able to connect intellectually. Alrighty, my darlings. Your next card here, ooh, is the Eight of Swords. Now, this can mean a few different things, okay? We did talk about this King of Swords talking, exchanging ideas, feeling safe to open up. And sometimes Eight of Swords can mean, you know, certain kinds of things that might be happening in the bedroom that are mutual, that are consensual, that could maybe kind of have to do with, like, you know, one person being dominant and one person being submissive. And so some of you might kind of be exploring that energy in a relationship, like within the bedroom. But for other ones of you, I feel you're feeling very torn about a decision in your love life, because on one hand, you have this Fool card that's encouraging you to go in this new direction, right? Like you might have someone that's just completely and totally like, you know, oh my gosh, they totally get me and we connect mentally, and they're so awake and they're so intelligent and we can talk like for hours and we totally get each other. But you're realizing that, you know, to be in that Fool card energy, to go in this direction, may mean that you're moving away, not necessarily like literally, like physically moving, but you're realizing that you're going to be drifting apart from certain friends or certain family members. And some of you feel bad about that. And so you're kind of like, well, maybe I should just stay. Maybe I shouldn't kind of expand and allow myself to go in this direction, right? Or some of you are so excited about this prospect or this change that the negative ego is coming up, and you know, all the fear thoughts are coming up, and it's hard for you to believe that this great thing is happening, right? You might be like, oh my gosh, well, I'm just imagining it, or you know, let me just kind of go back into my shell or go back into hermit mode. I feel some of you are tempted to push this person or situation away. Okay? Now, I'm never going to tell anybody what to do. But the message I will give you with the Eight of Swords is that if you give yourself permission to look at the situation, to talk yourself through it out of logic, like ask yourself, if I had a best friend or a child, a grown child, an adult child, you know, come to me and, you know, tell me, you know, everything I'm going through right now, like my situation, and they came to me for advice, what would I tell them? Sometimes it's helpful to come from that approach. Okay, now some of you who are single and you've been single a really long time, or maybe it hasn't been a really long time, but it's just been really difficult for you to put yourself out there again, and you've just been really wanting somebody to come in and, you know, take you by the hand and help you get over the pain and help you get over the last person and, you know, right all the wrongs. Gosh, my darlings, this is challenging. This can be a little bit tricky, maybe even a little bit dangerous. Because when we're in this energy of like pain and suffering and waiting for somebody else to come in and to fix the situation, or to, you know, I'm just going to meet the right person, that everything is going to change and I'm going to be happy. What's going to end up happening is that energy is going to attract people that are going to take advantage of the situation, right? Okay, so for those of you who've been like, where's my person who's going to come in and help me heal? The guidance here for you is start doing the things that are soothing your heart, soothing your soul, helping you to realize how worthy you are. The Fool card for you could be pursuing a dream, pursuing something that you enjoy, and finding healing through this. Okay, and this is the path that's going to lead you to your person. Some of you are surrounded by people who don't get you, maybe even very mean people, but your person is not in this circle. They're not on this level, they're not on this plane. So you have to break out of that circle and go towards the things that are resonating with you, because this is going to allow you to meet that soulmate, right? So you're breaking out of that little cage, and your person's outside of the cage, but they're not going to come to the cage and take you out of the cage, right? You have the power to get out of it, and it's not going to be as difficult as you think. That's the message with 8 of Swords. So I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. I want to say thank you to Rapid Luxury Nails for sending me these really cool nails. They're very beautiful. They're a lot of fun to wear. And I will link them in the description as well. If anybody wants to check them out, it's a small private business, and they were kind enough to reach out to me and send me these really cool nails. So I love them. They're a lot of fun. Check them out. Support small business. I thank you guys all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. And I'm wishing you all a wonderful week. Take care.